Ooh, girl, I went to the barber yesterday and you can't tell me nothing. Hey, girl. Hello, Gemini. How are you doing? My name is SimplyVelca and I'm going to be doing your weekly reading. Now, when it comes to receiving my readings, I always ask the individual to rely on their intuition. This is because I like to speak in examples. So, in this regard, like I will speak in terms of a relationship, but for you, maybe pertaining to business or something like that, right? Put it in perspective. I'm just a man reading some tarot cards. You know your situation better than I ever possibly could. Okay, this is actually, we're not receiving this. Those, we're receiving that. Okay, we're going to receive that one as well. But yeah, as if this reading is of resonance to you though, Gemini, I would love to hear about it. Let me know which card called out to you the most. And if this does give you a sense of direction, I would love for you to give me a like and subscribe, because I am super appreciative of it when you guys do take the time to do that for me, because it helps out my channel a lot. So let's just jump into your reading though. Your first couple of rows, we're just getting an idea of the energies, and then your last row is just going to be what it is that you need to be working on for this coming week. Now, for your first row, we have the World card, Archangel Michael, number 21, equaling to 3. Write that down. We have the Strength card, Archangel Ariel, number 11, also write that down, Gemini. And then we have the Six of Water. Now, you guys are healing something. I say this because the World card comes in, which is like a change in perspective for you, Gemini. So something changes your perspective. The Strength card comes in as shadow work, right? I always consider that for shadow work. And then the Six of Water talks about romanticizing the past. So it's like something happened from the past that changed your perspective, that's really triggered something in you that you're now having to heal from. Now I have the Lovers card on top of the clarifier for your World, Archangel Michael. So this is interesting to me. So it's letting me know that this is someone that's intimate to you, someone that's like, it doesn't have to be a lover, it could just be someone that's close to you, someone that you just have some feelings for, right? Someone that is just not in it, like someone that you have connected with. The Strength card comes in asking you for forgiveness and compassion, releasing harsh judgments. So maybe something happened between you two that you've kind of had to look inwardly. The Temperance card comes in terms of patience. And this is it for your clarifier for the Strength card, Archangel Ariel. So this is letting me know that this kind of give me the energy of, of someone needing to look from the other perspective, perhaps, as well. Because I feel like almost this World card comes in while it's like something may have happened that kind of like shifted things for you. I also feel like there's just like this energy needing to have learn or see things from other people's perspectives as well, because we do have the Hierophant card coming in from, and the Hanged Man in your second row, which we'll get into later. But yeah, I kind of feel like when it's paired with that Temperance card and the Strength card, I definitely feel as if it's a thing of looking in the other person's perspective as well. And so you can have a better understanding of why things are happening the way that they are, or how they're feeling the way that they're feeling, stuff like that, right? So that way it's at least easier for you to practice compassion and forgiveness. Now we have this Five of Swords energy that is inverted for your Six of Water energy. I'm gonna hold it up, right, so you can see the imagery of it, because I feel like it is important for you, Gemini. This is letting me know, like, because it's inverted, like, that's the thing. If this is upright, this would normally mean someone that's kind of like knowing that you're walking away, but kind of walking away silently, or moving on silently. Since it's inverted, this is almost as if you don't want to move away, or you're not moving away silently, willingly. So it's almost like that's perhaps it's almost kind of like Spirit asking you to, this reading of like moving on from something that you haven't wanted to move on from, or to practice compassion with something that you haven't normally practiced compassion for. It's interesting, Gemini. It's definitely an interesting energy. I feel drawn to pull some clarifiers for the middle row, but I still want to address this first row a little bit more. I want to pull some more clarifiers for it as well. So yeah, so far what I'm getting for it, Gemini, is like someone intimate to you or someone that's close to you. Something happened with them, some type of learning lesson happened that maybe has caused some separation, but you don't want that separation. But I almost feel as if there's like a lesson not being learned here, because Spirit is trying to talk about having you see things from different perspectives and to practice compassion, forgiveness, and with that Hierophant, that's higher knowledge. So it's like retaining or like seeing value in what is happening for you right now. So we have the Knight of Cups. This is on as your another clarifier for your Lovers card and the World. This is Knight of Cups inverted. So yeah, this is giving more some affirmation of where it's like someone was hurt, or maybe both parties feel hurt. This is something that just is really emotional for you, something that like hits deep for you. This Emperor card I pulled for the clarifier for the Strength card as well as the Temperance card. I kind of feel like this is the other person's energy, almost in the sense that because like I feel it's almost like you're being asked to see it from a different perspective. Like this is how I assume this is how the Emperor is going, because it's like it's in the second pile where it's like you're being asked to have patience with this Emperor, to practice compassion and forgiveness with this individual. I don't feel like there's anything bad with this Emperor per se. I just feel it's like they're kind of like in their own storyline, right? You look at this Emperor, like he's not even looking at us, he's looking to the side. He's so distracted in his own thoughts, and gender doesn't matter, obviously, we're just talking about this specific individual. And I feel like it may be being internalized by some of you, or maybe you're overthinking what this Emperor is thinking, right? Because we have the Six of Wands, or no, not Six of Wands, Seven of Wands inverted for you. So you may feel personally attacked, or you're internalizing some stuff that's just not, and that's maybe why you don't want to like walk away. There's just something here where it's just like you're feeling like, I feel it's almost as like you feel outcasted or something. I get kind of like outcasted energy. So let's get into your second row now, since I keep on referencing it. We had the Hierophant, the Ace of Wands, and the Hanged Man. So this is letting me know, like, the Hierophant represents higher knowledge, right? And so like learning from some type of situation. The Ace of Wands is coming in as well to like emphasize this message of just being like, this is here to teach you something, right? And this Hanged Man, this person's hanging, they're seeing a different perspective. Again, there's such a push for a perspective for you, Gemini. We have the Sun card, Archangel Uriel, coming in, number 19, equaling to 1. This card is a pretty good card normally. With this Hierophant, this is, well, it still is a good card, right? It's paired with the Hierophant because I feel it's like, this is letting me know that this is meant to, like, part of the process. This is meant to teach you something. That's why Spirit's trying to, like, point this out to you right now, Gemini, is that being like, hey, like, you learning this lesson, you going through this is supposed to get you to your Sun moment, because the Sun card is like the best card in the deck, where it's just like happiness and just abundance, right? Seven of Fire coming in with your Ace of Wands. This is with the Ace coming in, that's just kind of like fiery going forward energy. So when you have the Seven of Fire, which is basically the Seven of Wands, which is what we had up here, but it was inverted, this card says defending your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground, and choosing your battles wisely. And since this is right under your shadow work pile as well, underneath this Emperor, I guess this is one of those situations, is like picking your battles. Is this person worth fighting for, right? And this is kind of one of those things that where you want to put things in perspective of whether or not you want to continue or pursue this connection, right? I feel like this is like with that Six of Water, this person has definitely had like a little bit of history with you, because you're like looking back at the good times, but it's like those good times are in the past now. Like, what are they doing for you in the now? They're not having those good times for you in the now. That's just reality of it, right? You know, like it makes no sense to try to fight for something that was in the past and expecting that kind of result now. Does that make sense? It's like you're experiencing some type of reality now, but you feel like if you keep pushing this energy and trying to like make it work and like mold it back to how it used to be, sort of thing. That's kind of what I hear. It's just like wanting things to how they used to be. I don't feel like that's going to be really happening anymore. This Nine of Water, I feel it's like one of those things where it's like, this is the clarifier for the Hanged Man, where it's no, Gemini. This is one of those things of where it's telling me where you can't, with everything else, this is letting me know you can't. It's one of those, and it sounds like a cop-out, but it's like one of those, like, it's for the best energies. You may not understand why now, but at some point it'll make sense to you, or at some point you finally releasing this attachment will be healing for you, and it will like really teach you something and be valuable. It just is gonna suck for a little while, but once you adopt that new perspective and have that understanding, you'll get it. A new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. So I feel like this kind of will teach you something so you can like open up to someone even deeper. That's how I always like to look at relationships. If I end a relationship or like I put a closing to something, I get excited for what that means for my next relationship, because it's like, at that point, it's like, if I felt this level of emotion before, how much deeper can I take it for my next relationship, right? That's exciting. Confidence is your key to success, new moon in Leo, and surrendering to the divine, the full moon. So this is letting me, like, this is affirmation again from Spirit saying, like, this is part of the plan. Trust in this process, trust that they're trying to take care of you right now, Gemini. That's what I'm getting, is if you're feeling stressed and anxious about this and feeling unsure, I feel like that's just a sign for you not being connected enough with Spirit, because you have so many archangels that step forward for you. You have Archangel Uriel, Archangel Michael, Archangel Ariel. These energies are here to help you during this process. In Gemini, you just have to be willing to connect with them and allow yourself to connect with them, right? Let's get into your last row though. We have the Strength card coming in again for you. This is the row of what it is that you need to be working on. So we have the Strength card coming in again for you, the Star card inverted, and the Nine of Discs. So this is an energy very much so of someone that doesn't learn their lessons, right? That doesn't do their shadow work through these events happening, Gemini. I say this because the Star card being upside down for you guys, this is saying like, that's like what, if you kind of like choosing to keep on looking into the past basically and trying to make the past work, you trying to reach for something that's like, instead of like reaching really up, you're reaching down. You're going back down rather than continuing with your upward growth, being stuck in some past situation, right? That Nine of Discs coming in where it's like, you're trying to just go back to something that used to, how something used to be. And it's just, I don't feel like it's kind of possible for you. I feel like this is kind of like one of those like lessons that we're supposed to, like, this is definitely like one of those hardcore, achy lessons that the universe always will present to us when we need to go through some type of transformation of some type. It may suck right now, it may feel so awful right now, Gemini, but with Spirit giving all this reassurance and just being like, no, this is part of the process, I really do feel like that it's building you up to have something beautiful. You just have to just go through this lesson, go through this phase, and learn from it so you don't repeat this cycle. That's what I feel for you. But once you go through this, I feel like you're going to be rewarded. That's how the universe works, right? So I love you so much, Gemini. That's what I have for you. If this reading is of resonance to you, please remember to give me a like and subscribe, and let me know which card called out to you the most, if any did resonate with you. But until next time, Gemini, I love you so much.